Let me know if, hello, hello. All right, making sure my feed's there. Hey, how you, Stephanie? All righty. Now, how do I add you? Do I got to invite you to the live? Is this how this works? Except, yay, I got you there. Are you there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yeah, I
Can
can
you
hear
hear
you just
me?
fine. Hmm.
Okay. Because my screen's so little, I can't even see myself. I don't know. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay. What are you doing?
Oh, nothing. I'm really nervous about this. I'm still gathering myself a little
Well,
bit.
let's just continue our conversation that we started.
Sounds good to me.
What are we talking about? The sister wound.
Okay, the sister wounds, the sister
The
wounds. Yeah,
sister wound.
there we go. That's a perfect one to start.
I think so.
All right. Um, sister wounds, the witch wound, these wounds come up and present themselves in everyday lives. Have you ever been with a group of women, a coven, or let's say just a group of women?
I used to have a bunch of female friends that I thought were my friends that I found out were not my friends.
Yeah. Um, well, stepping into our path, the way that we have,
Let's
stepping
let's talk
in.
about that for a minute. Let's talk about that. W- Okay, we're cousins.
Oh, everybody that
We're
is
witches.
here,
We're
we are
cousins. We're
witches,
witches.
we
We're
are
cousins.
cousins, and we actually, me and her started going through our awakening at the same time. And I remember
But
having a
I
lot of
hadn't-
questions.
had had no clue because we
Now, with all the turmoil and everything going back to the generational traumas and the generational curses, it is what it was, and we was just, yeah. I think we both went through a lot of stuff at the same time.
yeah, and had no clue how
Exactly.
it happened. Had no
Not
clue
one
because
bit.
at the time our family is so dysfunctional that we weren't having any contact. I was outside of it dealing
Hmm.
with my own stuff. Well, mine started when, my father, my dad, and he, went through his cancer. Yeah, chemo radiation treatments and all that stuff. That's
Hmm.
kind of when mine started. And yeah, that was the very, very end of 2014. And I was full blown awake in 2015. Yeah.
I I think I started mine about 2008 through 2010, and that was because of the health issue. Of course, Pisces with that Virgo moon. Um, working on the inside, it threw me for a loop. And my actually went through the ringer of deconstruction from Christianity, deconstructing from the family, pulling back from everything and everything that was, just so I can handle the own noise that was going on inside my bread and inside my brain and inside my heart. Because I knew I was going through things. I just couldn't put the pencil to the paper to make the correlation
Mm.
until I said, you know what? I'm doing something different. I'm going about this differently. What was um, before the deconstruction was not working. As a matter of fact, it was blocking every avenue that I hit.
Now that
It,
you say that, before, dad and the cancer, I went through the whole narcissist
mhm,
abuse and all of that. So that was setting me up a lot with the ego hits and but that's a trigger.
mhm,
There's a link between, the narcissist and the empath and how they feed and this and that.
yeah.
But yeah, that all kind of happened all at once, and I had no clue what the heck was happening.
Oh,
But
none of us did. None of us did.
well, that was it. We were like, I mean, I don't know how yours hit, but mine hit. I took my dad died the next day. I left my husband with my three kids, my car, and the clothes in our closets, and started over because that's all I could do.
Hmm.
And yeah, uh,
It it took me literally walking away from everything that I had besides my kids,
yeah, yeah.
jumping into truck driving. That
I
put me
remember.
alone. That put me alone. That
Mhm.
put me
Time to think, but you have to have that to
not
wait.
just time, yeah, not just that. It made me the way the relationship between me and mom before her cancer was so codependent and so dysfunctional. It was unbelievable. I didn't think I could live and cope with that mom.
Because she took you, that's where she did differently than my mom, and our moms were sisters. But
Hmm.
yeah.
Blood related
But
sisters.
that's a whole, our family has the lots of cycles, lots of patterns, and
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. And what is so, that's what's so interesting about it is because after we both started going through an awakening, and I was like, ooh, I know who would know about this. I know who would be able to help me with this. And I reached out to you, and you was like, because again, at this time, we both was unsure who we could trust in the family. It was like,
Because that's all we knew.
yeah,
That's all we knew. Because our parents were, there was 10 kids.
mhm,
One died young, but there was nine children. There was nine of them.
nine
So,
children, and then by the time the oldest one was old enough to take care of a kid, she was left taking care of all eight
mhm.
kids because grandma went to the hospital because of TB. So, hi
Boy,
Joe, how are you?
yeah, it's just, yeah, that is just crazy. But okay, so we have our Aunt Sheila was, she actually called herself a witch. First one in the family that called herself that.
Oh yeah,
And
I want to say
and
she was the high priestess to us. I mean, more.
but she took the label, and she really, you and I talked about this. She kind of prepared us
Mhm.
for all this. And her passing is what brought you and I together, remember?
Oh yeah, it sure
Her
did.
passing, she started coming to me through
She
my
started coming to me.
pictures. Your mother even commented on one of my pictures on Facebook and said, "You look just like Sheila."
You know, if I wouldn't known, I would swear y'all wasn't separated when you was born.
Her son, our cousin Dan, said I look more like her.
You more look more like Sheila than what Dan than
Yeah.
well, Dan favors her, but Laura, I guess she took on her dad's looks. Of course, I really don't know too much about her dad because of the situation at hand, which is her story to tell.
Right.
But um,
But yeah, after her passing, she started coming to me. And then you said that she was, what was she, because she was connecting us together. You said it was something to do with pictures.
yeah, I I was going through pictures and everything, and I had went through 5 photo albums, and every time your picture kept on, and you know these older the older albums with the paper that you would rip on
Yeah.
off,
Yeah.
and the paper was thickened, but for some odd reason, every time your picture would keep on coming out, and that's when I'm like, okay, you are trying to make me contact Stephanie, so now I need to reach out to
Hmm.
Stephanie and see what's going on.
Hmm.
And it's so amazing how these powers that be that work through our bloodline is amazing.
Hmm.
And I really do believe that there was a longer correlation than just with our aunts. Because you also in that note, Grandma and Grandpa came from Appalachia. Grandma, everything that we grew up with that was taught to me was when back then I've just understood it as folklore, and then growing up and stepping into the foot that I stepped into, and
Hmm.
that has forever changed me and made me who I am now. Um, was like, oh, I wonder what Granny
Right.
would know
Because
if I told her.
our family was very, very, very religious. Very,
Very
very
religious, very
religious.
Christian. They were
And
Christian fundamentalist religion, I believe.
you and I took the path of being witches without knowing
Mm-mm.
that we did.
Neither one of us.
And
We just knew we both somewhat deconstructed and walked away from our
we're
entire belief system.
completely different. Like you said you started with a coven and did all that. I
Yeah.
I did it all by myself. But
Uh, Now,
I
don't get
just
me wrong. When the reason what prompted me to get in with a coven, should I say, at that time, was and anybody that's new, that is a new broom. I don't want to offend anybody that's new, but anybody that is new
yeah.
and looking to seek,
Mhm.
once they start taking in so much information and so much knowledge, it's like you become this. The only way I could explain it is a ball of fire of energy, and it is just amazing.
Well, you and I will get on the phone and 5 hours will pass by and we'll be like, holy crap. Because everybody else thinks we're crazy or is tired of hearing our insanity that we gotta talk to each other.
Yeah. Well, not just that, it's the, and it's, I guess it would be the cultural appropriation, because I don't want to tell too much anybody else in our family that has been raised underneath that umbrella I don't want to make them feel, even though I need to step in my power, but I also know I don't want to commit dogma, and I got to be accepting of all faiths. And as a spiritual coach and an awakening coach, that's what I do. I've had to go
Right.
learn through all theologies in order to work with that, because I've got to
Right.
understand everything, all of that. And that was,
That's
I
how
think,
I am. I have my beliefs. I don't try to push them on anyone. My oldest
mm-mm,
daughter's religious, you know. My youngest is very witchy, very, but you know.
Thank you for the flash go. I don't know what that means, y'all. Y'all, this is my very first live that's actually went this long.
Oh, really? But because
Besides,
it's not fun by yourself.
no, but besides getting on and catching your butt on there with Mariah.
I got busted. I got busted. I got busted. I got busted.
True story, y'all. I have been trying to get her on with me to do these TikToks, with our spirituality and stuff. And, just let everybody know just because you hear the word witch, it is not a bad term, even though it has been cycled that through the mass media and the good book and all of that good stuff. But we won't go into that one.
Oh
But,
yeah, well, we can never stay on one subject because it
yeah.
veers off
Oh,
into
yeah.
something else, and then we never get to answer the question that we actually first asked.
Well, we actually get a lot more answers than may not have been to the question we was asking,
It just trickles off into something else.
and
Just
it doesn't help. We both. I have ADHD. I
I do
am.
as well.
I am extremely neurodivergent, and I again just now getting to the point to where I'm actually getting live on screen, and I have you to thank for that for one, and then not to mention, but
Yeah, that was just
Heather,
us.
my cousin Heather, her family too, to help with that, but.
And
And
that
thank
was
all of
kind of
them.
just doing the messenger lives made us more comfortable. I remember there was a time where I couldn't stand to even hear my voice.
Hear my voice or see my face.
And now I just it's easier for me to make a video to someone and send it to them instead of texting or
Hmm.
I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. It's whatever. But yeah, I used to I was on TikTok for a while, but when they started changing things a while back with the music and stuff like that, the copyrights, and they took the music off of some of the videos I did, I was like, and kind of
Yeah.
left. So, and then I
Well,
know that.
they're doing it again.
Well,
They're
see,
doing it
you're
again.
keeping up with all that. I can't. Yeah.
I understand. Okay, look, I understand what they're doing, why they're doing it. But in that same standpoint,
Look who's in our chat.
hey, Cody, he won't get on. He won't get on.
No, look,
Who?
it's from
Hater?
Mariah's chat. Yeah,
Is that Mariah?
yeah.
Hi,
No, that's
Mariah.
from. No,
Oh,
that was remember he. Oh,
remember I wasn't on there. That was before I got
oh,
on there.
that's right. Okay. Well,
Hi,
yeah,
hater.
yeah.
Is it hater? I don't want to. Y'all, I am Texan. I have Southern accent, and I will chop up words.
Yeah, but mine's worse than yours because you make fun of mine. You
Only
make
because I
fun of
know
my accent.
I feel it and I know it. I know the. I mean, you know what? And this is all completely off of spiritual topic, y'all. This is over linguistics.
Oh, yeah, we venture off everywhere.
I was, and the deal is they could not understand me, but they could understand my husband, and he is literally boomhauer when he talks.
That's
Let me tell
how
you the
Dad
deal.
was. I know that my talk to text phone does not like my accent. It does not like my accent. Does not like my accent. And when I did, okay, you were a truck driver, but I did trucking permits for truck drivers, oversized, overweight, and fuel and trip permits for years. So I
That
would
and
talk
that
to,
we at
and
the
I
same time
at
too.
the same time too, yeah, and I would talk to all the different states and people up in New York because we had a New York office, and they were like, "You sound like you're dumb as a box of rocks," and I was like, "Well, you sound like you're oh."
Uh, Hater says English is his fourth language. I'm glad English is your fourth language. I'm
He
barely
was
even
telling us.
able to speak English.
He was
Uh,
telling us about his language.
I
I'd
mean,
never even heard of it.
I may look ditzy, I may act ditzy, but
Oh, I am.
looks are deceiving, baby.
What does that mean? I post I am dumber and smarter than you believe. Don't underestimate me.
Mm-hmm. I know that's right.
That's just right. Yeah, no, yeah. I just blame it
But
on the, me being an astrologer, I always be blaming the planets and the signs. I always blame the planets and the signs.
because the correlation is there, it is. Um, if you go back and as much as I don't understand how you do it, and I know you can't teach me how you do it because you
Well,
it just comes to you. But baby, this right here, what you do, this soul astrology, I
I just, it just comes. Well, what was my nickname since birth?
star, or the star.
Oh yeah, I'm a star witch. Yeah,
But
but believe it or not, astrology, I have said and even made videos on it, saved my life during my awakening because I dug into it. I've always been into it, but I really dived into it. I mean, it goes so deep that you get into the asteroids and the fixed stars and all this stuff that it just goes so deep. But
mhm,
learning that, and then when I had my awakening, I was I don't know if I want to go there yet. But anyway,
it's hard.
I was shown some things and it just all matched up. So it got me astrology got me out of the victim mentality I was in. And I understood that I picked this life and the bad things that had happened to me in the past were for a reason. And I couldn't blame the parents, couldn't
Hmm.
blame well, you've worked with me getting past mom because
Yeah.
my mom passed in 2004. So I unexpectedly, and I couldn't fix things with her. So I've had to, I'm still fixing.
You're still working on it, and with the
It's a little harder when they're not here, but it's
yeah, with the
possible. It's
gap that
possible.
she had left behind, it's hard, but also being able to fill in those bits and pieces
You've
that you
helped me
didn't
so
know.
much.
Mhm.
Well, you've helped me so much because
Thank you.
where
You
you
helped
were
me tremendously.
I was kind of outside of the family and you were in the middle of it because since our mothers were sisters, my mother didn't
Mhm.
raise me. My father did. So I was kind of outside of the family and would come visit. So I had a completely different experience than you had.
Hmm.
But at the same time, we found out that
The grass
there
ain't
but
always greener on the other side, for one, like everybody
Mhm.
else likes to say.
And your mother and my mother had a
Oh, they,
they clashed. They never got along.
it was always, they was always vying for, they was always vying for Sheila and Pam's attention.
I don't remember much about Pam, but I know that Aunt Sheila, yeah. And she was always on one side or the other. And
Hmm.
it that's all they knew though. That's all our family
They generally
knew.
put her in the middle, and she was just kind of like what me and you do with what we do. We're kind of like, okay, we got to be able to help sell this ship, and we got to figure out why because ain't nobody else selling their ships. So we had
Well,
to jump in
there's
there and kind of sort of take a hold a
well,
little bit and then step back because where our parents left it,
oh, our parents could not get along for
mm,
anything. And I remember after your mom passed, I was like, look, there's pretty much just us cousins
mm,
left. That's all there is, and I started going contacting our cousins, going, you know what? I've already buried my family. All it is me and my kids now. So I was reaching out to all y'all,
Hmm.
thinking, okay, all of our parents are pretty much passed, you know, let's be a family.
Yeah.
And then getting to meet y'all as adults has been,
Amazing.
yeah,
Amazing.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I know, I believe when I was a teenager, you probably thought I was a little,
I was scared of you and your mom. I knew not to mess with y'all. I knew not to mess with y'all.
we
That's
just
what I
carried
knew.
the crazy look. That's all.
Well, I think it was because
It was
like
the mask.
your mom would put my mom in her place.
Hmm.
But I remember them fighting, I mean, fighting over at the funeral on the casket fighting. That's how they were. And
Yeah.
that's all we knew. And then when I had my own kids, I was like, I don't want my kids around this family. And
Uh,
I didn't come around. You know that.
I cut like, not saying I cut everybody out, but here's me. I'm one of the do. I'm gonna take the Phil's journey over and over again, and go in and see if everybody's chilled out and grown up a little bit and see if anybody matured and see if we can all, and then slowly, surely enough, it's like, oh, okay, then I'm gonna back off a little bit because I just don't, yeah, I can't. Um, I have my own, kind of house to keep firm,
Hmm.
to keep the walls, together and to keep the windows in shape. And at times when I would go back, it gravitate more into the family, they would shake my foundation a little bit. So that's when I started backing off and I was like, okay, there's something going on. I'm internalizing something here that's going on out here, and I'm internalizing it. So I need to figure out what's going on.
Hmm. Well, you and I
And
both had kids and was like, whoa, okay, we are not.
we're gone. We're
And
gone.
there's other people in the family as well that was like,
Mhm.
nope, nope, there's no. Actually, I've said the words. I'm taking both of my parents and using them as role models of what parent that I do not want to be.
To be.
The
Exactly.
parent I do not want to be.
I think that was my motto growing up was I don't want to follow in my mom's shoes. I want to do better. And and I think really and truthfully that's what all parents want for their kids is for the kids
We
to
we
strive to do better.
well, that's what we do. Where we lacked, we try to fix, and
And
then we screw up somewhere else.
yeah, and then going through the whole spiritual awakening and then turning on the divine dark feminine and then having to go in to those most deepest and vulnerable places that we never let let any kind of light in.
Well, when I
And
deconstructed it, I still had kid. I mean, I was with my kids, single mom,
ooh, that's even harder.
and
I was in a
I
relationship, but I was
couldn't
still single.
stop. Yeah, that. Yeah. Anyway, I don't. It happens. It can, and you can get through it. We all got through it.
Yeah,
We all got through it.
we all got through it. It only shows us what, as a kid, those things that, okay, we're referencing Carl Jung, the shadow, everything that as a kid, somebody tells us and it kind of peels at that core of you. And
Hmm.
we take all that and throw it in that bag. And as we get into teenagers and everything that we encounter just as being a teenager is hard enough. And then having the extras of the alcoholic parents, the parents that are strung out, uh, the whole family correlation, the whole family dynamic of this is literally left on our
Well, you
shoulders at
had
one
the
point.
alcohol with that. Mom left, and my dad was left with a newborn baby with me, 3 weeks old. So my grandparents helped my dad raise me. So they were a
Mhm.
big, huge part of my life. But yeah. So just it was a little backwards. Oh, yeah, he wants to join.
I don't know how to add him.
Uh, did he request a little thing? The little two people at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Duh. We did this the other day, didn't we? Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that. Thank you. You taught me something new.
I need to check the moon today. I took some
Hello.
really pretty pictures of it. Hey, how are
Hi, Steph. How
you?
are you? I'm great. How's everything at your side? It's
I'm
good seeing you. Thank you so much for your energy. I really appreciate it. I
my
needed
energy's kind of drained today, but
I feel,
thank you.
but you know what? We radiate it. It can be drained, but we are always radiating it. It can be draining for us. We can feel like, oh, I am down, but we are energy, Medically we are energy.
Everything is energy. Everything.
I just saw you. I'm like, oh, I barely joined. I barely hit it up. But when I saw you, I came up at first time. But then I got a call, and I'm like, oh, let me just go and just join again. How's everything with you, Jen? You good? I love the art behind you.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome. That looks
It is
that looks.
very beautiful.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
And
I
she
bought.
she did a very beautiful thing for me today.
Oh, awesome. What was that?
She
If
did
you.
some candle magic for me today.
Oh, nice, nice. What
I
what
don't know
what?
if you want to talk about that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It
I just loved it.
it was amazing. I did a kind of sort of a
A
healing
protection.
presentation
Yeah.
and kind of like shut your mouth in the same, all layered in the same one.
Yeah, because
Oh, nice.
I'm dealing with
She
some
she's
legal
dealing with
cases.
legal
I
issues.
know. I know. I
So
feel you.
we wanted to kind of,
Just heal her out and just detox her from
yeah,
all
and
those. Uh,
stop the negative talk and the
I
negative
see
light
that
that
with
comes
her.
back with it. Mhm.
Yeah. But that was so cool because you videotaped it how the candle I seen the red and I seen the red and the white.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had,
I
okay.
wish you could
What
show
was
it
so
on here,
funny?
but
Oh, wow.
What was so funny is she had asked me to do this working last night, and I'm like, yeah, let me do some research because I know she works with a specific deity, so I wanted to lean in with that and learn more about that. So that's what I did, and did some study on it, meditated about it last night, and went to sleep and got up this morning, and I'm like, okay, I know I'm ready to do this. And as soon as I opened up TikTok, there was a message for her that I had to send her
yeah,
about
Oh,
Lilith,
wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Because
and
that's who I work with.
Who's talking?
I'm like, okay, this is all too much. So I did the spell and I did the candles, and my white candle was actually waxing red,
I seen it in the video.
and my blue candle was actually waxing red as it was melting. So I was
Wow.
like,
And
ooh,
that one
that's an
burned down so
indication.
fast.
Hmm.
What does
That's
that
really one.
mean? What does that
The
mean? What it burns so much down
it
faster? What does that mean?
Well, it didn't help because of the angle of the draft. I'm not going to lie about
Okay, okay,
that.
okay.
But that usually indicates it's good working. If it burns good and
But
steam down, yeah.
but still, it was so much farther
You
It
down
went
than the
fast.
other two.
It went faster than everybody else.
you have
But
so much.
that one was protection.
Yeah.
Oh, we can talk about our spirit teams.
Mhm.
My military style.
Look
Oh,
at this
nice.
one.
That's a beautiful cross. Yeah.
What's on?
That
I can't tell.
it is
Was that your
at
mom's
Mom's
or
and Sheila's.
grandma's?
Oh, wow. That's your protection,
I have
That's
a little. I have my mom and my aunt with me at all times.
That's
yeah.
this ring.
You know
remember
what?
before my awakening, I had that done. I had it engraved, mom and dad, after dad died. And
Hmm.
then I found out this is a protection stone. It's not metal, it's a stone.
Mm.
Yeah,
You know what?
all that. I was setting myself up
That's
for it.
that's
Mhm.
very. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you guys down, but that's
No,
literally very strange because that's the same belief I have, and that's my stone. You know, and that's the same way I feel like. And this stone, I literally have their energies log. Basically, they are running in our veins. Your parents, my parents, they are running in our veins in the form of blood, in the form
look,
of our
your necklace
DNA.
looks very similar to his.
Oh, nice.
This
Yeah.
one was Aunt Sheila's.
Mm. That's a agate, but this one is a yellow agate. It's kind of very. It's hard to find,
Hmm.
and I have a lot of, it's things, some things they matter to you a lot. That's one of that. And yep,
Yeah,
that's our
I
energy.
carry
Whoever we
exactly. I
love.
carry them with me
Do
all
you
the
have
time.
our the symbol? Remember how I was painting the family? I started painting it. We'll have to talk. Yeah, this is really cool.
Okay.
I came across another one today. Where
So
did you go?
this was passed down in our family, and we didn't know too much about it.
You guys are cousins, right?
Yes,
Oh, awesome. So it's running in the
yes.
blood.
Oh, yeah,
Which
yeah.
one? Are you talking about that? The sigil
I'm talking about the remember I
or the
started
brooch?
painting the brooch. Because
I
remember I
got
started
you.
painting it. This,
Yeah,
I
this.
still haven't. Yeah, I started painting it. Oh, and here's your
Wow.
painting. I still got to get to you.
Oh, that's
Oh,
beautiful. That's beautiful. You painted it by yourself?
Oh yeah, I paint
Nice. Wow. That's
for fun.
that's powerful.
Yeah. So
yeah,
this,
that's the
okay.
brooch.
Tell the story about this, and then
Now,
how you and I both did our DNA.
the brooch itself is a Celtic salt, yeah, Celtic symbol. It is a Celtic
Hmm.
cross,
Yep.
and it has a lot of lineage back to Druidism in the Celts. And then directly on the back of it, of course, it's got the. I know it's hard to see, but the trifecta,
Something is engraved. Oh.
And doesn't it say Ireland or something on it?
and it is from Ireland.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Nice.
once we did our genealogy research to kind of
A-
do
And
some,
we both did that unknowingly that each other did.
yeah, and what we was told what we was,
Mhm. Is a
I
whole.
was told I was supposed to be 50% Native American, and come to find out I'm only 28%.
Mhm.
Um,
Well, none showed up in mine.
that's that's strange because Grandpa was
I
Cherokee.
I, I know.
But
I
it
know,
could
but
have been
none.
his bloodline could have already been thinned out because with I know with the Choctaw line with Shay and Cody, there's no the bloodline stops with my daughter
Well,
and my son.
mine looked so much so.
Hmm.
But yeah,
But
I guess it did.
with this, this is actually from Ireland. My aunt had came into contact with it, and she had got it through somebody, and I don't remember technically the story about it. So once she passed away, she left it to my mom, and then I ended up with it during the same time
Oh,
we
wow.
was discussing uh, Celtic
Our DNA, our
witchcraft and our
DNA.
DNA, and doing kind of like a swamp through our DNA, trying to figure out where we belong and where our belief system's rooted in at,
Uh-huh.
and
Mhm.
it kind of following the source of theology, running our bloodline with theology in a sense.
Hmm. And it all matched up.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's always good to know when you know about, when you start exploring your own self more, you learn a lot. That's the beauty, like the journey of self exploration, where you be like, hey, you know what? Let me check it out. Who am I?
Yes.
then you discover the
Oh, yes,
universe.
you have to.
That's the we all are universe in our own self. Like Jen carry a universe within her own self, and when she
That's
goes
right.
and look out, when Steph goes out, when I other people we look out, then we gain knowledge, because we all carry universe. We all are literally, because even medically, when you take a look at human like
Yes.
anatomy and the physiology
Yes.
and the movements and the kinesiology, you'll be like,
Mhm.
whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not something like, oh, here you go, that's human. Everything is so precise.
Oh,
Everything, every nanosecond, there are so many glitches that are being made in my DNA, in my cells, and my body's fighting them out. And everything is just working. And I'm not even working. Like they just doing everything on its own self. And I used to always think when we talk, we are energy, we vibrate, we have frequency, but
mhm.
it never made sense to me. But the time
Everything is vibrating.
Mhm.
Everything. Everything.
I went to
If you
medical.
think that's what I tell my children. And learn to read energy because words you can say anything you want, but once
Mhm.
you learn how to read energy,
True,
energy
Words are
true.
doesn't lie.
one thing.
Energy doesn't lie.
It
Hmm.
flows, right?
Energy
Oh,
leaves, it's such a distinct and profound signature that it gets there before the person even gets there. So
yeah.
if they are
Mhm.
sensitive, if the person that is like hosting whatever the event or whatever is sensitive, they can already sense that person's energy before they get there. They know if they're coming there to. They can
Oh well,
discern if they're sharp in in their discernment, they can figure out if they're there for.
how many times have we already we called it today we are I called it.
Hmm.
Wow.
And you confirmed it. That's always fun.
Yeah, what's even what? Okay, what me and her usually do. We'll get on the phone at night, and I do tarot cards, but I am in a process of learning more about them because the way I was taught, it didn't make sense.
Mhm.
Well, I
So
did too. Yeah, you
yeah,
have.
it's the way I was taught. It did not make sense to me, and I have to figure out a new way to. But going with Stephanie and listening to her, and then how she comes, because I love the Tree of Life. I've done a lot of research into Kabbalah and how much the tarot intertwines with that,
Oh, it
and
Mhm.
all links up. Palmistry,
everything is connected.
numerology,
Everything is
tarot,
connected.
astrology, all of
Yes.
it's connected.
Hmm.
It's and even in so many of religions, it's
Yeah.
mentioned.
Oh, she knows
Uh,
all the.
Yes.
all the religions is mentioned. Any
It's the
religion that
same.
believe on God
It's the
will be
same
mentioned there.
story, different characters,
Yes.
same story
Yes,
over
yes,
and
yes.
over and
History
over and
repeating
over and
itself.
over.
Yes. The
Mhm.
characters, you're right. The drama, the actors are getting changed, but history is just repeating itself over and over again. You are so right about it.
The
And it's
cycle of
hard.
ages, the
Yes.
cycle of ages. And when we shifted from the dark ages
Oh,
at
yeah.
the end of 2012, the big shift.
Oh, yes. And I mean, I'm 80s, so I'm lucky enough to see we've seen 2 decades. We have seen, oh, I mean, not decades, millennials. Like literally, we have seen a
Yeah.
whole shift of millennial. Like people who were born in 70s, 80s, 90s. They are alive and they are
I'm
still.
81. I'm 81.
Oh,
I'm a Gen
whoa,
X. I'm a Gen
that's
Xer.
awesome.
I'm
That's awesome.
barely.
That's
And some,
awesome.
if some Google say I'm not, but I am because I'm not anything else.
You are just trapped in a phone. You are not 81. You are this just your body miles. You know.
Stephanie, I believe you were
Um,
born on the cusp of the Gen Xers. I mean,
yeah,
because
I
you,
was, I
you
was.
have our family in you, so you're already feral as fuck. And
Oh yeah,
us
I'm
coming back
feral.
together, we're both feral as well, I need to watch that language, don't I? I'm on TikTok, not on Facebook or anything.
Yeah,
Um, but sorry. But yeah, we're feral and it's
bad.
yeah. But what is
Yeah.
so interesting about this whole correlation is I want to say she's our family astrologer because she has got taken down
He's
everybody's birth
amazing.
chart.
He's amazing.
Well,
Seriously.
that's how
She
I
has
taught
watched
myself
throughout the
because I taught
years
myself. I taught
because she
myself.
wanted to, she was weighing the risk and the reward of everything to see if it was playing out for her.
Well,
And
that's how
man,
I. Yeah.
she is on fire. I'm
Well, that's
telling
how I
you.
learned because, like, if you look at a real astrology chart, you can look at someone's Mercury that and see what sign it's in and what house it's in, and that will tell you how that person learns, how they
Yes.
communicate, how they,
Mhm.
and then how you can get through to them. But I have Aries Mercury. Okay, so Aries is all about seeing and experiencing, and it's it rules the first year of life. So the first year of life, what do? You stick the fork in the light socket. Our cousin Dan even said that he remembers me putting a fork in the light socket. Ain't gonna. So, yep, done it. That's what Aries
Done it, been
does.
there, wrote the
That's
book. Next
so,
chapter.
somebody's got to do it. Somebody. That's why they're the fool and the tarot. Somebody's got to
Yeah.
jump off the cliff. And that's why they get the label of being so courageous and brave. It's because we're fools. They say what they say that's protected. Babies and fools. That's Aries.
Hmm.
Your Aries, awesome.
Yes,
Aries,
yes.
Aries. Aries, Aries. That's amazing.
On Aries
Uh,
sun, I'm a Libra moon and Scorpio rising. But yeah,
Pisces, don't get me wrong, I love Pisces. I love my sign, but man, it's too emotional.
Mm,
I hate it. The emotions that goes with it. I I am water. I am constantly running. I am constantly maneuvering, and then bring in that Gemini moon and
that's where your ADHD and your all
yes,
that. But you're so smart. I love Gemini. Gemini's brilliant. Gemini, anything's brilliant. But that's they rule the third house. They're the learning, all about learning, communicating.
the learning, and then the internal. I mean,
oh, awesome.
early back in the I think 2010 is when we found out I started having problems where I can't even take certain medications because
Mm,
it does not
Oh,
agree with
and
the
remember how I
ingredients.
explained? I was like,
Yeah.
remember how I told you I was like, you're a Virgo rising. Virgo rising, that's your body. You
mm.
can't. Virgo's got to go the natural route.
Mm-hmm.
I had two. My oldest is a Virgo
Sagittarius.
sun, and my middle is a Virgo sun. But just them being the sons, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
How's
they have to watch.
Sagittarius?
You're Sagittarius, so you're a Sagittarius sun. So your sun sign is like your outer personality,
Okay.
like it's the personality that you show the world. Your moon
Mm,
side's your inner personality, like feelings and emotions. But
I don't.
children, they will typically act like their rising sign
Mm,
Don't it flip on
until and
them
until they
until puberty?
until they well no they'll act like their rising sign until they develop their personality, and then the personality of the sun and the moon
Mm.
uh,
characteristics will start to come out and show.
I'm very bad with horoscopes, astrology. I mean, it's a lot of knowledge in my family though. Like back
Mhm.
home, my grandfather, he was into all numerology. Still, like when people had
I
babies,
love
they
all of
used
it.
to come to him and they used to ask him, "Can we keep this name for a baby?" And then he used to calculate the numbers with every
Hmm.
alphabet. Every
Hmm.
alphabet carries a number, and he used to tell
Yes.
them like if somebody was, and literally, I mean, they were people that
Yes.
were sick, and he used to tell them change their name because their name numbers are very, and
Your
they got better.
address, your address as
Yeah,
well.
the kids got better. Like I mean, it's not some. And now I
It
believe
does.
on these things. because now even I
It
realize.
absolutely does.
And I'm like, wow. Because that time I'm like, I grow up like more like open minded, and I have seen, I traveled. So I was like, nah, maybe the same thing I said, energy. Oh, this is maybe just in books. But when I read medical or heart, the reason it pumps, it have a node, they
Hi,
call it
Polk County
SV1,
Pagan.
and it's electricity there. It's
It
a
is. And
electric
you know,
impulse.
astrology, there's medical astrology as well. And the heart is ruled by Leo, the sign of Leo.
Yeah, yeah, yep, yep.
Hi, Cameron.
These things really open you up once you start learning the real
It
knowledge,
does.
not
It
the
does.
salesy knowledge.
And I'm life path three, life path three, life path
Oh,
three,
I
which
love
is
your energy, Steph, on that. Even that day, there is one thing in you, like you are a
Life past
very
7.
lively person. You just keep things so much to yourself, and you literally put so much stress on yourself, but you never let it out. And I would,
oh, I let it out.
She lets it out, but
I
I'm
don't.
I'm
I
here
got.
for her to let it out. Some
I
of it, a majority of
can. I say.
mm,
I say. Can I call you? Can I call you?
it. Of course. You
uh,
know, 'cause
no,
who is
it's
here?
true.
Who is literally there to help the healer?
That's
Yes.
what I've always said. When you're the helper and you always help everyone else, who helps the helper when the helper needs help?
That's
Exactly.
where I get burned out. I literally get burned
Yes.
out on it, and I'm working on it, and it gets hard because I don't have anybody on that side where I can be like, hey, you know what? Like, we empaths, we need to recharge, and that recharge is very necessary because we burn ourselves out. And I go
Hi,
through
Lady
that pain.
Bird.
You guys are lucky. You guys are blessed. I would say it's a blessing to be, to call someone and to, let out. You cannot let out on people. Like, you can let out on that one person where you feel like, okay, this person can see my wounds and they will not, scratch them. They will put medicine on it. They will put bandage on it.
We have grown so much
Yeah.
together and
Oh,
empowered each other
oh
on this
wow.
journey.
Oh, are you blessed? I'm happy to meet you guys.
Uh, I'm happy to meet you, and I am blessed because,
Even
I have met
you guys are amazing.
so many beautiful and amazing people along my path, and just learning to the awe of never stopping learning is what's so amazing about this.
It never stops. And you
Mm-mm.
must stay open minded because the minute you think you know all of it and your way is the only way, then that you're not growing. You're
That's
not raising
exactly it.
vibration. You're not evolving.
So true. So true.
And there's no competition because we are all unique and have our own gifts. And we all know that we're pieces of
Yes.
the puzzle
Yes.
at the big
Bigger
puzzle.
picture. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
once if you're closed minded, you're never gonna
Yeah, you're right.
ride.
Today I worked on one of my client. She was just going through some, she have arthritis and her knees were bad. So I worked on her, and she was like so happy. I did a bit of Reiki work, but it was more like basically a shiatsu. And I just told her one thing, and that, hey, you know what? You need to connect to your body, because I see a lot of people, they are disconnected from their body. They just the body is there, but they are not there. They are so much disconnected nowadays.
They're asleep because they're not connected to their soul.
Mm.
They have no contact. I've had to even bypass people and talk to their soul.
Oh, I
Have you
feel.
done that, Misty? Have you ever done
Yeah.
that where you can't get through to someone, so you actually go straight to their soul?
And yeah, and that wasn't fun for me one bit.
Uh, it can be a really hard experience because you take so much energy too. Because the reason I said, she started crying when I worked on her, like, that, and she had like SER, like the somatic emotional release, and she just start. But I got so much of her energy. I felt like, oh my God, like because when you get that when you are taking it out from people, that energy need to go somewhere, and sadly, we are the people who just get every. I was down, and I really appreciate that I came up here, even that day, even today. I
Yay!
felt so good.
See that just makes my day that I can help someone else.
As long
Because
as we
there's
can be
days
here,
that I need someone. And today was not
exactly.
earlier today was not an easy day for me. You know that.
No, it
As a
wasn't.
human, I'm
But
lucky
got through it.
to be there.
Got through it.
You're lucky. You're lucky.
Just gotta keep moving. You have to keep moving.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
And to trust the process.
Yeah,
Trust the
that's
process.
Yes.
early on. That is the hardest thing is trusting the
I'm
process of
still learning
leaning
it.
on
I'm
Oh,
your
still learning it.
intuition. That is the hardest.
Hmm. See, I call stuff all the time, but when it comes to certain things, I'll be like, I have to tell you, and then I'm like, am I right?
Especially when it comes to being about yourself.
About myself, yes. Like I don't like reading for myself. Tarot cards. I don't even like. I had to stop looking at my own astrology chart because I'd freak out, and I
Yeah,
was like, you know what? Mm-mm,
they
no,
say
I
you
don't.
can never do your own. They say that. I heard that from people. Let's say if you cannot do it on your own. It's same way a person who have a gift, they cannot use that gift on themselves. They can give that gift to others. But when they need it,
Yeah,
they cannot use it on
Oh,
their own self.
like
yeah.
there's this it's called the healer's wound.
Chiron.
Mm.
And huh?
Are you talking about Chiron?
No, the no.
The
Well,
healer's wound.
that could be it. Yeah. Um, the
Well, tell
healer's
me.
wound. What it is like okay. Somebody was an energy worker, but before they even learned Reiki, before they learned anything, before they mastered Reiki, and then they go back in and get attuned, learn Reiki, practice, and get all the attunements um, and take on their lineage. But then they can no longer heal like they used to. The healer's wound.
Oh, so that's the healer's wound. I heard about it, but nobody ever
Mm.
explained me. Nice.
Because when it was it was the gift. It was the gift. Well, when they took that gift and put it into a perspective of saying, I'm going to make an income from it, it kind of turned the power down a little bit.
That was deep. That was deep, and
That
that's
that's why we thrive in chaos.
oh,
There's a reason why we've been thriving in chaos.
oh, nice. Like now, I feel like I'm not the only abnormal one.
I have never,
That's
as
the
for what I do, I have never asked for payments
Mhm.
because I
For
don't.
myself,
I'm here to
I
heal. I'm here to help heal. I'm here to help teach to heal.
I do need the payments because that's like
Don't get
how
me wrong.
I
Don't get me
make my
wrong. I
money.
need the
But
money. Don't get me wrong.
but
But
if you're like
no,
me, the people that I enjoy reading for are the people that are in situations that aren't really able to
they
pay me.
can't. They can't pay me.
Those are the ones. And then people giving me a full blown, sometimes, like, well, depending on my energy, you know how I'm like, I can't read cards today.
It's
I
all
can't
Or
do
we can't,
astrology.
or
There's
can't
times
work with
I
a
just
certain
can't.
type of person at those
Well,
times.
I use my intuition and in everything that I do. I don't watch the news. I don't listen to the
Hmm.
radio. I'll know what's going on in the world just by what the planets, and we'll talk. And you'll be like, you
Hmm.
just described exactly what everything that's going on. And I was like, just by reading the planets, remember?
Hmm.
Because I can't. I have to trust my intuition with everything. Get me? Yeah. I've
Yeah,
never
and then
watched the news. Never my entire life.
not be jaded by hearsay. Yeah, I get it.
I have to do that. But you know how everyone knows like the water signs are psychic. Okay. But people don't realize that the fire signs are just as psychic, but it's different.
Hmm.
Fire signs have a clear knowing. We just know. We don't know how we know, but we know. And I used to not trust that, but now I know I know.
Hmm.
A clear knowing, clear hearing, and that one is one of the most, I don't want to say scary because again, on this journey, it is not about, it's stepping into the unknown. So it's not being about fear, but just being stepping into the unknown and tapping into that was a wild ride, and it has been always in my family.
And
Well,
that's
our
beautiful.
family has a lot of gifts. There is, they can call themselves whatever they want to call. There is a lot of witches in our family. I'm just gonna say it. There
There's
is.
too much, there's too much that runs so deep for our aunts and moms to have the gifts that they had because they was able to know when each other was sick, being
I
hundreds
can
to
feel
thousand miles
that.
away. They knew.
Even, even with Steph, like Jen, I didn't have that much conversation with you, but even very first time when I talked with Steph and the energy I felt from her, like, and now I know that you guys are family. You guys do have, and it's like a aura around you, a aura. Like
Thank
you
you.
can you can feel that. It's not something like that's invisible. It
It
you can,
helps.
you
It
can
helps
feel
to help other people helps me. To
it.
help heal other people helps
Mhm.
heal me and my journey.
That's how it goes, and that's why in our work we have this thing that we always trade. Like, let's say if I'm working or I have another therapist, we will trade with each other, because
That's
that's
what I
how
do with my soul
we
tribe.
yeah.
Since my awakening, I've created a little army of people that are my soul
Yes,
tribe,
and I need that. Yeah.
I that I have never met,
Hmm.
but I know that would be there for me in a heartbeat.
That's very important. That's
But
very
knowing
important.
that Misty and how cool she is, and she's actually my blood.
Love you, man. I'm visiting
She
Texas
is my
sometime.
muse. She is my muse. Stephanie is my muse.
Oh, awesome.
Mariah
You
calls
both
you her. Yes, you're my muse too because
feel like fire and water. Like, both of
I'm
I'm
a
you.
water.
lot of
She's a fire.
fire.
Oh shit,
I'm
see?
I'm fire and
I'm
water.
I'm
But
a lot of
it's not
fire, a
water.
tiny little bit of water. I have
She's
no
more
earth.
like a gasoline.
I'm zero earth.
She's a gasoline water. She's not a H2O.
But I'm
That's the thing.
heavy
Yes.
fire, fire and air. Well, I have an Aries and Libra. Well, I have Aries and Libra stellium, so
Oh wow.
that I have a seesaw chart, so that's fun.
I'm blessed to at least be connected, like people like you. It's a blessing to have people. We are tribes, We all are tribes, and we all are created in tribes. In we are social animals. So I'm so happy to be connected with you. Feels like
You
Yes,
family.
know,
thank you. You too.
You're welcome.
yes. Thank you for coming on. I'm
Yeah.
glad you came.
Same here, Jen, Steph. I'm gonna
Hi,
Your
jump.
Angie.
his energy is so good
Hi,
too.
boss babe.
I'm gonna
Hey, Misty, what
drop.
was you saying about how? Because I know on Flowers Live, he came on before you came on. That you were saying that the thing that he was doing,
The
the
mudras
what they
and
call,
the pressure points. The mudras and
Yeah, the
pressure
what
points.
king.
what
Yes.
The king.
what were you saying about it? That some like I don't
Because
even know
see,
how you knew he came on
No, I didn't know because I didn't come on until after he was off. And then
because you
you and
busted me. You got off work
you
and busted me.
you and Wildfire was telling me about him being on, and I'm like, oh, I missed it.
Yeah, she got off work and got on TikTok, and there I was on live, someone else's live after she'd been on my butt.
It says Stephanie's tea and astrology, and then Ricky, and I'm like,
I don't even get on
nah,
TikTok.
nah. I'm like, nah. So I clicked on that. I see Stephanie's picture, and then
I
Miss
said, "Oh, I
Wildflowers,
said
and I
my
was like,
cousin's in the chat." I said, "I'm busted. I'm busted.
yep,
I'm
I
busted.
remember.
I'm
Yep,
busted.
she came
How
up.
dare I?"
We were talking. We were like, yep. We were like, oh, my cousin came up. Oh, that
Oh,
was yeah.
and then our other cousin, blood cousin, came in the chat.
Yeah, yeah, she came in
Yeah.
too. We were trying to get her on too. We was fixing to have a good old family night.
Uh, that's good though. I mean, I put my certain relatives. I mean, it's a joke, but it's real. But certain relatives, man, I put them on block. Certain relatives, I
That's
throw
so
them on
funny
block
because
straight up.
if you knew what I've had to deal with today, oh,
Yeah, they deserve to be blocked. Some they
yeah.
are, you know, but sadly, I don't have a lot of some here. But
Well, I don't either. I have my kids and my
oh, that's
cousins,
awesome.
and I've
Yeah.
buried everyone else.
I
Oh,
have my
You,
kids, my
that's
cousins,
everything.
and
Everything.
a few handful of friends. I have a small circle
yeah.
because, yeah,
Small
you
circle is good
can't
circle.
with anybody these days because
Yeah.
even now,
Yeah.
just walking down the road and announcing, hey, what you do and how you earn your living or anything like that, then once they hear the spiritual word, what we are, it's more like once they hear witch, they say,
Oh
I
well,
like to
you
see
know what our own family has
that.
said about us.
oh,
That yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Our own
People don't
family.
understand. People don't understand. Remember that this is so heavy knowledge that
hmm
people with lower, lower, I would say lower, uh, knowledge of universe, who don't have that much knowledge of universe, they cannot understand it. They'll be like, oh, that's voodoo. Oh, that's this. Hell no, man.
Our
Because
family. Our
they
yeah.
family.
feel small. And everybody, if you'll go and tell these things to other people, they'll call us crazy. They'll be like, oh, you
Oh, I
crazy.
don't care. I tell
Yeah.
everybody I'm
They,
insane.
they, they don't fucking understand that. So that's why people who do that, fuck them.
I
but
do it. I do
what
it
is
because
normal is being crazy.
Yes,
exactly.
yes. I'm, I'm proud to be a
Because
crazy.
the only way you can make any sense of what's going on in the world is to look at it. Is well, this is what I say. I say look at it ass backwards.
So true.
Whatever they say is normal, whatever they say is good, look at it opposite, and you
Exactly.
might
I like
figure
that.
it out.
I like
Fi-
that.
Whatever, look at it backwards. Just look at it backwards, and it might start making sense.
Yeah.
Mm, I like it. That's something very new for me. Nice. You just look at it backwards. Great.
Mirror. There's a reason why.
Yes.
Remember, I told you I'm a mirror.
Duality.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
reason
yep,
there's a
yep.
duality.
Well,
That's why
yes,
people choose
it's all
themselves
about
easily.
balance. All
Yeah.
about
hmm
balance. And yeah,
Yeah.
I
And
got my
that's
I'm looking at my Libra scales over there. It's all about balance. Your mama was Libra.
My
I'm a
mama
Libra
was a
moon.
Libra. She was,
Yeah, but she had some fire. I don't
and that's
she
what I
had
was fixing to
fire, boy.
say.
Woo.
Even though
She
she
had
was a
fire.
Libra, man, she was mean. She was mean. She was a lovely mean. She was a funny mean, but she was mean.
Yeah, but she was an upfront in your face mean. And that's what
that's
I
beautiful.
respect. I mean,
That's
I don't
beautiful.
like the mean stuff behind your back.
That's
She was
Don't
never
beautiful.
that
uh-uh.
way. She was never that way.
No.
She would tell you bluntly to your
No.
face, no, and I'm sorry if it hurts your feelings, but there,
But
you
that's
know.
how it is. That's how
But
it goes. That's the
that's
best
the
way.
best way to be. The best way is to be honest.
If
Now,
somebody likes it, okay. They don't like it,
another
well, it's
thing that she taught me, if you cannot go in there and fix it within 7 seconds in that mirror, you can't fix it.
mm, yes,
Wow.
true, true.
And that is only because, back then during when we was growing up during the 80s and 90s, it was such a big deal to look, media again. I know it wasn't social media, magazines, televisions telling us
Yeah.
what women needed to look like, what they needed to be, how they needed to act like, and always, always, always trying to tell women how to do what and when and where.
Control. Yeah.
Well,
The
you know
control,
what?
the
I
patriarchal
had
control.
maybe you had the same thing. Whatever was said was to be normal. I liked doing the opposite.
I love
hmm
that though.
I've done that for. I've been connected for a long. I mean, like I didn't realize it, but I remember being a kid going around telling people we're ants in someone's ant farm, and people looking at me like, and I was like, that's deep as hell because I
Mhm.
knew from a young age. But yeah,
That's how people are,
what are you
though.
smelling? What are you smelling?
Frankincense. Frankincense, my favorite.
I have some of
Okay,
the stones.
Jen and Steph, I'm gonna go. It was an honor.
Okay.
I'll get back to
Oh,
you
thank
again.
you so
It was
much. It was an
amazing.
honor.
It,
Yes, thank
it's
you.
always a pleasure. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. He was a sweetie.
He's also his energy is so good,
See,
isn't
and
it?
yes, and that's what I was telling you about. I think it's Mr. M or Mr. B. I gotta look it up. Please don't talk me up TikTok. But
Oh, I don't
he
know.
he is amazing, and he goes in depth into explains to the effect of the mudras and why they work and why they don't work, and he even goes into the belief system on what rings and crystals to be wearing on your fingers and where not to wear them, and the reason
Why did
why.
that made me think about tattoos and where you place them and the meanings of them. And
Oh,
mhm.
I have seen so many, and it's more. Uh, Hi, Blue Eyed. How are you? Steph, this is Heather's fiance.
Oh, hi.
But uh, what was that? My ADD.
Oh, we were talking about tattoos.
Okay, yeah. There is more and more women that what I love that is stepping into the cusp of witchcraft, ritual, and magic with tattooing.
I know that the tattoos that I got a long
Thank
time ago,
you.
before my awakening years ago, they all represent transformation, which is
Hmm.
has my purpose, a lot to, yeah, I'm the transformer. So I'm like,
Well, that and also it incorporates the portal, the blood oath, the blood magic,
that's what Arlene means, the oath.
the oath. Oh, I forget my microphone's right there. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, the oath. Mhm.
Yeah.
Heather wants you to do a
I will do
reading.
it.
Huh?
Let me know what kind of reading.
She hates typing. She said, "What kind of reading?" We'll both pull. I'll
Not
pull
on
some
here.
numerology cards with it.
There's no way today. Like I even told you, I can't pull cards today. I
Not
had
today.
court stuff going today. I just can't do it
Yeah.
today. But I definitely will do it. My energy has to
Oh,
be right, or what did I hear break? My energy has to break. But yes,
I knocked over a jar.
I believe I've read Heather's chart before. She told me that I forgot about it because I have read so many charts. I actually forgot. But she said that I've read it before. And I think I might have even done cards for her too. Yeah, just
So
tell Heather to just message me on Messenger.
I'm not sure what she's needing to ask, but I'm going to pull a card or two for her. Let her kind of sort of meditate on the question.
Yeah, I can't. My energy has been drained today, and I took in so much legal. knowledge today that I just can't. My brain is slow, slower than normal.
New moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. So I'm thinking
Ooh, Moon in Taurus
uh
is the
moon in Taurus.
exalted placement. That's the exalted placement.
Exalted.
Mhm. Best placement for the moon. Well, it looks it's backwards, so I can't even read it. I'd have to get Gemma because she would be able to read it with her dyslexia.
It says prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. So it's more of a oh, and here's another one that popped up. Isn't that weird how that worked?
Love you. See,
Love
I can't.
y'all. Okay, this
You're gonna have to
is
read it to me because it shows
have
back.
faith in your dreams. I know. I guess I'm going to have to turn the mirror effect on. Have faith in your dreams, and it's the waxing crescent moon. So
And
whatever
so
you are,
those,
oh, go ahead,
and
Stephanie.
that's what the moon looks like right now.
Hmm.
Oh, you pull these cards
Yeah, I went ahead and
for
pulled them for Heather.
okay. Well, hopefully that makes sense. But that
All these are pointing
oh,
towards
that's a Sagittarius. That looks like a Sagittarius. What does that say?
Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius.
Okay, so we're talking money, luck,
Money and luck, and have faith in yourself.
prosperity.
As long as she has faith in herself, what is going to come?
So whatever that's about, that's trust it, trust
Hmm.
it, trust it, because
See, Sagittarius.
your thoughts create your reality. There you go.
There you go. But yeah, I love my Moonology cards. They have a lot more that goes along with them, but I don't know any witch that sits here and goes through and memorizes every oracle that they have.
I
You?
actually have some. I have some cards. I don't even know how the heck to use them. The ones that
I,
have. Oh, I can't remember the ancestor. I don't even remember.
I have a deck like that, and I found out quickly, realizing
Oh, we talked about those.
this is two decks in one bundle, and I didn't
Flowers
know that.
has Flowers has a deck that's weird like that that we can't find out
Okay,
what it
want to
means.
take care of Heather. She's been sick. Love y'all. Oh, tell her we
Sending
are sending
healing
loving.
energy. Love you.
Hang on.
Let's send her some good energy. Healing energy.
Love y'all much. Everybody's getting sick. The kids have got some. First, Brantley came home 2 weeks of school, of course. He comes home with sniffling, coughing, and good night. Thank you so much for supporting me. Uh, Now Miss Willow has it, and now after Willow's gotten it, Shay has it. And now Cody's starting to get it. So I'm trying to
What
stay away
is
from
it?
everybody. I'm thinking, oh, you are so welcome. I am thinking that they are getting allergies. I'm postnasal drip.
I don't know. My
Um,
attorney was like that today.
Postnasal drip. It's that time of season, and then on top of
Yeah.
that, they will not drink chamomile and lavender tea, y'all.
See, I don't drink tea. I know, I know, I know. I should not have told you.
You need to drink tea.
Everybody tells me that.
That is a
Anytime I tell
magical,
my
that is
soul
a
people, my soul
magical
tribe that I
elixir.
don't drink tea, they're like, I don't drink coffee either. But I'm looking
Oh,
into that I'm looking into that mushroom coffee.
that is, I have had the, what is it? It wasn't mushroom, but it's still. illegal here in our states, so I can't mention it. But I have tried the coffee.
I turned my camera off for a minute.
Yeah.
I know you know why. I don't know how to do it though. Oh, hold on. Okay, I'm here though. Can you
Okay.
see me?
Yeah.
Can you see me or did it turn off? Hold on. Okay.
There you go.
All right, cool. All right.
All right. Anyways, where was I going with that? My ADD got me off track, y'all.
I don't remember. I got sidetracked. Oh, you were talking about the kids being sick.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I told them I have chamomile.
Oh,
I
and
have
the tea.
all kinds of herbs,
Oh,
and
I know. You the herb witch.
yes, I love
I'm
my
always
herbs.
collecting flowers, talking about what's this? What's this? What's this? Remember when I thought I had the belladonna
Yeah,
lily? I was like, I done went put picked me some poison. And you were
but
like, I think if you did, you'd be dead. Remember? And I was
but
like, oh,
yeah, yeah. Um, that's why I'm trying to. I'm in the process of working with. I'm doing the herb song right now with Polk County Pagan Market.
oh
Let me
yeah,
get it
you were
right.
gonna tell me about that. I know you sent me
Um,
something about it. Tell me more about it.
well, they created the herb song, and I've been
What?
using it to work with Willow.
But you
They
said
have a pagan
you sent
market.
me something.
Yeah,
You
they
said
have
you
a
sent
pagan
me something
market that's going
about
on down in Livingston, Texas in September, all month long. They're doing something every
okay.
weekend, and they're doing
Okay,
a
when we
bigger
going?
events. That's what I was saying. Because he was like, we also have places for vendors, and I'm like, ooh, my candles, your spell jars, or your trinkets.
Flowers too could go.
Hmm. And I could possibly create us a beautiful ritual to do up there too, if you wanted to, if we had accessibility.
I'm game. I loved what we did for Thanksgiving. How we thanked our ancestors.
Hmm.
Yeah, tell them about that. I loved that.
But they, I've seen some other videos and everything, and it looks so awesome. And he's a everything they make, it goes to donation because help support the local pantries, the places that the churches just don't help,
Hmm.
because they help support Narcan to the community and stuff like that.
Awesome. You know,
So,
because there's an area like I know Dallas. There's not funding for
this is all
emergency
privatized. This is all
utilities
privatized to
at
them.
all anymore. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Because it's just there's too many people that need help right now.
Well, that's I can't talk about that. That's in politics, and
Yeah, that's going.
yeah,
Well, yeah,
we can't go
that.
there.
But well, I can say this that I already predicted this. You know, I
We both
predicted this.
have. I've
I
been
predicted
telling you
it
about it since
in the
last year.
stars, in the stars that I said we can't blame any certain person because it was coming.
I
The
caught you
planets,
crying last
the
year,
the
saying, "Oh my
the
God, what are we doing? This is what's
the
gonna happen."
the planets were lining up. It's coming. It just it doesn't matter. It's coming.
Yeah, the rise of the divine feminine's coming up in
Oh yeah. Well,
250 years.
that shifted at the end of 2012,
Hmm.
and it's been
What is
coming
so
in hot,
amazing though
coming in hot.
is there's so many more nowadays versus when we was coming online. Because when we was coming online and testing the waters, we're like, am I doing this right? See, that's another reason why I ended up getting with the coven was
Oh
on
yeah,
my
when I had
path
my
reading
awakening.
and reading and reading and then all this knowledge, and I'm like, how am I supposed to implement all of this? What am I doing? And
Oh,
then overthinking.
I remember waking up wanting to go scream what I knew. the
Oh
truth.
yeah.
I was like, I
Yes.
can't do it. I'm gonna land myself in a padded room. I'm gonna land
Mm-hmm.
myself in a padded room. That's when I created my Facebook private group, searching for other people like me, and I slowly started to find them. People on my vibration, people tuned into my channel,
Mm-hmm.
and now there's so many more people waking up. You know, but when I went through mine, I didn't have nobody to talk to. It was I talked to my son. My son, like when I he went through it with me, and astrology told me he was supposed to because he has my same purpose. Dad had the same purpose. It passed down. So,
So now he knows the tools to handle his situation. And he has the tools to handle his
well,
situation.
that's how you can change cycles. Like we took a hit.
Oh
The
yeah.
next generation saw the hit. The next generation after that will hear about it. And then it
But
changes.
that
That's
each
how you
generation's
change.
got to keep up with that work to keep it going.
Right. But somebody's got to take the hit.
Yeah.
And that's just the phase that we got. We didn't get the
No.
pretty, because people like us, I'll look at their kids' charts and they're just so magical. Like oh my gosh, your granddaughter. Oh, remember when we looked at her chart?
She, I'm telling you, she is as long as her as long as we keep her good, head leveled and balanced on her shoulders, I
Well,
think she can make
I
some
already told
beautiful
you,
changes.
I told you she's like Gemma. She's gonna be able to get away with anything. So she must watch what she does
Mm-hmm.
because she doesn't have any karma, but she can create a lot. But if she doesn't, she can do like three lifetimes in one, accomplish that much stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Versus like myself, I have so many retrograde planets. It's like always two steps forward, one step back, two steps forwards, one step back, two steps forwards, one step back. But you know,
Yeah, I hate
it's
that
just the
yo-yo
way it is.
effect. And you've got six, right? 5 to 6 retrogrades,
I have five. Dad had six.
and I have
That's called
three.
that's and that's not that bad, but still,
I know. I'm
you.
sitting here feeling. I feel bad for my little three. You got six on down. Your dad had 5. Oh my God.
Well, I have five. Dad had six. I have five. It didn't real well. Ooh, yeah, it's just like bam, 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 bam. You learn to function in chaos,
Hmm.
and I
I
can't just
work
tell
better.
anybody. I
I work
can't
better
just
in
tell
chaos.
anybody. I can't just tell anybody stuff because people just be like, "You're full of me." You can't always be having all these gifts. I've 600 times already. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It ain't just one ego death. Oh, and then I had to learn on my own that through my awakening, they always talk about ego death. So I thought I had to completely kill my ego. Well, I got out of balance where I didn't have enough. And I had to learn on my own that you must have some ego or you will not have any passion. You will not have any drive. You must have some.
Hmm.
You just have to knock it down enough to where the soul can rise.
Yeah. And I think,
It's all about balance.
yeah,
All about the balance. Everything is about the
balance,
balance.
and then just the everything that goes along with that, the dark night of the soul. And of course, not, I don't know whoever, I've heard people say, oh, well, I've had my awakening. I need to stop. I need to stop with my hair. I've had my awakening. Oh, you've had an awakening? Yeah, I've had an awakening. Buckle up, buttercup, because you're in for many more. Oh, you mean that's not the, no, that's just the beginning. That's just the preview before the full shit show begins.
And to be honest, to keep rising, it doesn't stop.
No, you always gotta address. You if you stop your growth.
Mhm.
And then if you stop your growth, you're gonna let the vibrations of the lower beings bring you back down.
Yeah. And
So
I think that's why you and I both have been cutting people out that had, like, I'm to the point now, I just don't care anymore. If you aren't growing with me, get out.
hmm
Because I can love you from a distance, but you're not going to hold me back.
that's
I'm
exactly
sorry.
it. Yeah.
I'm sorry. And that's for everybody. Just can't do it.
hmm
Because now I do not have the energy for none of that. None. And you can't, because when you use your energy for stuff, what are you doing? Are you talking to somebody? You being bad.
No,
About
no,
to
I
bust you.
clicked out of something and I didn't mean.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got your other,
Yeah, I
so
have
you
my
can read your
computer hooked
chat.
up. Yeah.
See, I got on my computer and I was like, I'm not gonna be able to hear unless I have my big headphones on. So I was like, another day. I'm here though. I'm here.
You're here. I can't believe I actually got on here and did a live this long.
You said that you had anxiety, but now you don't, right?
Mm, It's went away. I know before I got on here, my stomach was like,
Yeah, but now
it's
you've
the
already
build
done it.
up. It's the build up. It's always, and that comes along with the damn anxiety and the
Well,
ADHD. It's
that's your
always,
that's your that's your Virgo rising. Virgo rules anxiety. So you're going.
oh yeah.
Virgos
And
are
boy,
the
does it.
they have University of Anxiety graduate. I know that just because I don't
I
have any
didn't
Virgo
sign up for that
placements.
part. I
I
didn't.
don't have any Virgo placements, but I have my whole Aries stellium in Virgo's house, the sixth house. So I get it. I mean, just having it in that,
hmm
yeah.
I'm
Hmm.
just so amazed how you can remember everything off the top of your head too.
Astrology just comes natural to me. It just comes. It's
Oh,
my
Harvard
language.
started doing classes on astrology now.
Well, you can eat the AI crap. You can have astrology
I
charts done like that.
I looked into it. Okay, I looked into it. I'm like, maybe this can help me, because I tried to get every bit of information to make the puzzle pieces come together. So I looked
Yeah.
at it, and it was a page, probably 5 paragraphs long. You scroll over to another page, paragraphs long. Here now, pay 69.99 so you can get your certificate. No, it wasn't even talking
Hey,
about astrology.
I taught myself, and that's one thing. Yeah,
I mean, it gave you the
you're not
back
gonna get
end
a
of it, but
yeah.
not, yeah, it was not what
That's
I
like
was.
when I
Actually, it was called, because I'm always taking classes for something. Omens, Oracles, and Prophecies is what it was. And it was a free class free classes offered by Harvard. So, who's not going to jump on that trend? Their humanities, all that is pretty much, even social scientists and politics scientists, it's all free.
you know what, when I got my certificate in tarot, I had to unlearn all that to actually
Relearn the way you know.
yes, because like you have to know what they mean to you.
hmm
Like Gemma, I bought her a deck without her knowing any of the cards what they meant. I just the common Rider Waite deck.
hmm
I was like, do a reading. I was like, and just by looking at them, what does it say? And she hit it just by looking at the pictures.
See, and that's like Willow. She has one deck herself.
Oh, you sent me that picture of her with the tarot cards. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Shay tells me, she's like, Mom, she's getting these cards everywhere. I said, but she's learning them, ain't she?
And
Yes.
remember, she was telling us she was actually doing a reading when she had them out.
Hmm. She'd pick up the card and give it to me,
It was
and
making it was making
making
sense.
sense. It was like she just put my cards in the head. I don't like that reading.
And what was you
It was a
saying?
scary reading.
How old is she? How old is
She's
she?
two. She's two.
And what was you saying when y'all go on your walks about how she's healing the dead
We
tree?
we always go out. We have a dead tree that we have out in the middle of the yard. I call it dead. It has some life, but it's been out of commission for a minute. So we've been going out there, and she goes out there and hugs the tree, and I go out there and hug the tree. We go out and tell the tree our problems. We talk to the tree, and since we have been talking to the tree and loving on the tree and giving the tree attention, the tree is that little hoe that was in there is starting to go away. The
It's coming back to life.
it's coming back to life. Um, she's the first one that she wants to get up. We got to go water the flowers. We got to go talk to the flowers, and that's just my little.
She's
That's
healing
my
Mother
that's my
Earth.
net. That's my natural. And that was so being able to see her in her element do that is so
That too.
pleasing to me.
Oh, I told you she's very magical.
Oh my gosh, she is that baby. She's full of magic. She just don't realize how much she's got. And boy, does she got her daddy food.
That's what she's supposed to do. No, I'm kidding.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, she got that daddy
Yeah.
food.
That's
But
so cute.
this is my smoky quartz,
I have
and
one.
I had
Let me show
found
you how
this, I
it's
believe, in Arkansas.
this is mine. I don't know if you can see
I know it looks a little like a regular quartz right now, but it
it.
is a darker than a regular quartz. This is a
Hmm.
rough quartz.
I like that one. I
Mm.
like that one. Oh, this is one that I also dug up in Hot Springs.
That is cute.
I want to take Gemma. I had so much fun doing that. And those are actually, I want to say, well, you know how like with crystals and stuff, the raw ones are the more powerful ones. You don't want them. You don't want them polished. You don't
Mm-mm.
want them.
You want the
You need them
original.
raw.
You want the ones that are directly coming from Earth, not the ones that's been. I mean, either now again, if polished is what you got, polished is what you
I mean,
use.
they work. They work. I'm just saying the energy of them.
But what again, as far as the spectrum of witchcraft is all natural. It's, you got to understand, our ancestors that do this, they didn't go to the store and buy the herbs. They didn't go to the store and do any of that.
I
They raised
know.
their
I
own
know.
herbs. Um,
And just when I had my little salsa garden going on, I had some cilantro growing. So I'm chopping it up like I would this cilantro that I bought from the grocery store. And oh,
the
that
taste,
was a no-no. That was a no-no. I was like, holy, yeah, it was. And with my chickens having homegrown cage, free cage, what is it called? Homegrown. Oh
cage
my
free eggs.
gosh. Yes, when you have, yes, then you try to buy store-bought eggs and eat them, they taste like plastic.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all that, all that.
we're very fortunate. Our uh, the owner of our house, she has a farm, so she gives us farm fresh eggs all the time. So that has been a tremendous blessing because also that cuts out the cost of. the eggs, because man, that helped us out so much when the eggs had rose to like what was they, $4 or
Oh
$5 a
my God.
carton.
Oh my God. Everything. We have to buy, yeah, we have to buy bottled water here. And I just, every time it's just like a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more.
Hmm.
Just crazy. It's just crazy. It's
Next
just crazy.
time Kyle comes in, at least stop by Nestle. I'll have him stop by and get you a couple of flats of water.
I want to go back to, I need to take Jim to Hot Springs. I want to go back there. I remember getting water from, I freaking loved their bathhouses. Oh my God. I want to go
Um,
back there so bad. Her and I were going to go on a cruise. We were planning a cruise, but now I'm like, I don't know.
says we have viewers here, but not here. I don't know. Hello, all. But oh, I may have kept you longer than what I should.
Yeah, well, you know, I've had a big day.
Um, let me uh, let me end this live and everything, and I'll get back in touch with you. I need to tell you something that I can't tell you on here.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, TikTok. Y'all have a good night.